Hey YouTube, this is Marita Joyce and I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about why nonfiction books are so important. So instead of rambling on and on, as I usually do, about why nonfiction books are important, I decided to bring three of my, I won't say my favorite, but three of my highly respected choices in nonfiction books that I've read in the past that really helped me out in life. Because I'm all about, I like things that are practical. So let's get with it. The first book I have is a Checklist Manifesto. And I'm sure some of you guys have read this by Atul Gawande. I'm sure I butchered that. Anyway, so yes, I read this book a while back and I fell in love with it. I'm a checklist type person, so just the title got me, but I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are just like, I mean, how much can you say about a checklist? Like, really, a whole book about a checklist? This book was really good. In this book, the author talked about how important checklists are. Now, I don't know about you, but in my profession, checklists are everything because my profession thrives on increase in efficiency and preventing errors. That's really, really important in nursing. So, of course, checklists are something that we do often. And so I was thinking about my time in the ER where I had to do what we call like a stroke sheet. And it was this neon green sheet, and it was something that I did like every single time I had a stroke patient. And it was basically a list of things that I checked off each single time, went all the way down that list. And some of you guys may be thinking like, why would you be doing that? Outcomes, people, outcomes. Anyway, so this book talks about how in life and in your profession, how important a checklist is. He goes into detail about how the airline industry, which is one of the safest ways to travel, by the way, uses checklists. He also talks about how those who work in the profession of like architecture and buildings use checklists. Checklists work in medicine, surgery, things like that, for instance. So they're really, really good. I'm a checklist person. My checklists have checklists. I have sticky notes that say, did you check the checklist of the checklist? I love them. I love them. I love lists. I'm a big fan of Goodreads, as you guys know, which is nothing but a list of books. It's just a huge listing of books in a community. So yeah, I'm all about checklists, but this book, it says here how to get things right, and this is definitely a good book. Now, the downside, there are things that do not lend themselves to checklists. Of course, raising children, abstract things, they don't lend themselves to checklists. However, I think that you could incorporate checklists into raising a child in the sense that maybe your kids aren't getting up on time, they're not getting out on time, out of the house on time in the morning, which is causing you to be late for work. So you could provide a checklist to that child. And even if they stuck to it somewhat, it might speed up the time or make things a little bit efficient for you. So there we go. There's good and there's bad to this book, but I think overall this is a really, really good book for how to organize, be efficient, things like that. The next book up is What Does Somebody Have to Do to Get a Job Around Here Anyway? Yeah. What does somebody have to do to get a job around here? 44 insider secrets that will get you hired. You see how ragged this book is, guys? Do you see how this book has been tortured? Don't hate me for this. But guess what? This book has saved my life. This book is responsible for me getting my first job in my profession. This book is awesome. The lady who wrote this book is Cynthia Shapiro, and she is a human resources specialist. This book basically tells you about all things work related. This tells you about the interview, how to go through an interview process, how to answer questions without putting all of your business out there, but at the same time giving the interviewer enough information about you that they get a good picture of you, putting yourself in a good light, exposing your better features, not hiding or concealing the negative ones, but just kind of brushing up the ones that are more positive, or like spending a lot more time emphasizing the ones that are a lot positive, things that are going to help you get the job, seal the deal. This book was just excellent. It goes into all kinds of things. A computer is deciding your job prospects. There's one trick to all trick questions. There's a type who gets the job offer. The thank you letter is not too late. Always negotiate. So it goes down detail by detail by detail, very intricate detail of exactly how you should pull off the most awesome interview ever. And then it even gives you details about the job afterwards, okay? Now, I have another book. This is the third, and it's also written by Cynthia Shapiro. And this book goes into the details of the corporate life. What do you do once you have secured the job? This book was just excellent. Like, I just love her. These two books were instrumental in me getting off and going in my career. They really were. Like, they just had some really good practical information. There's no right to free speech in the workplace, she says. Age discrimination does exist. Why being too smart is not too smart. Human resources is not there to help you, but to protect the company. And 45 more. So those are some of the little tidbits that you might find in this. Is 50 secrets your company doesn't want you to know and what to do about them. Now, these books would, I guess, be a good idea for someone who's like not interested in doing the corporate rat race. They don't want to be in corporate America. They're against it at all odds. This book is good for someone who's trying to climb the corporate ladder, who may want to, I guess, get to the next level, get promoted. You want to present a very professional image and a professional demeanor. So those kinds of things. And you want to look really, really good on paper and in action at work. Like, you want your boss to think you are the ideal employee. Okay, and you want to be the ideal employee. You want to embody that. There's some good things in these books that you can learn, some things that you can incorporate into some things you may already know. And I just think they were great. I loved them for that. Corporate Confidential was really, really, really good. Just basically revealing all of the secrets. Like, this person has done HR, they've been in HR, they worked in HR, and they're looking and they're giving you examples of situations that have happened on interviews, real life examples that you can actually use. So I'm saying all of that to say, if you haven't read any of these books, please go out and purchase them, especially this one. Like, I found this one to probably be the most helpful of all the books that I have here today. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. This was another video, and basically the emphasis on this video is why reading nonfiction is so important. I'm hoping that I can start a nonfiction Friday because I love nonfiction so much, and I want others to love nonfiction too. I don't want you guys to think it's boring, there's no point, it's drudgery. Reading nonfiction can be exciting, it can be good, especially when you read these books and then you're able to implement these things in your life and improve your life. So I think that's great. That is it for this video. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family. Bye.